Hey everybody, Angie back for another Barista Basics video. So you may notice that there are a few things different about today's video. The first being that I am indeed outside. I know, crazy. I'm actually outside. I do go outside sometimes. Now, the reason why is because I thought that it would be interesting and appropriate in our given our current time to switch things up a little bit and try something new for the Barista Basics videos. Now, whether or not this will stay, that is up to you guys. If you could please let me know what you think of this filming style, this style of video, I would very much appreciate your feedback. But anyways, I figured it would be fun, at least for this episode, to go outside and try something new. I know that we've all been cooped up inside due to self-isolating, self-quarantining. Me personally, I have been watching True Blood like I am being paid to do it. It is an amazing show. I definitely slept on it when it aired live. I would definitely recommend it. HBO Go it. Please, I will give you the HBO login. It's super good. Anyways, that's what I've been doing for the past couple days. And honestly, at least in South Carolina, in Columbia even, it's been pretty crummy. The weather has not been super agreeable, so all of these factors played a part in why I decided to film outside for this video. Now, another consequence of me filming outside and this sort of more informal format is that, believe it or not, there is no cheat sheet. My hands are clean, empty, no cheat sheet. Which I know for this channel is sacrilegious. There has been a cheat sheet for every single Barista Basics video so far. But I figured if I'm going to change something, let's just go all the way, right? So, yeah, that is why things are a little different for today's video. However, something that is still the same is my disclaimer, sorry, which is that any opinions stated in my videos are my own. I'm not here to represent Starbucks or any other corporation or impede on any of these companies' intellectual properties or trademarks. My videos are, of course, just meant for fun and educational purposes. So, with the disclaimer out of the way, I can go ahead and get into today's topic, which is brief as well, so it sort of helps justify this new video format. And anyways, without further ado, the topic is Nitro Cold Brew, which I don't know why I'm adding suspense to it. You already saw that from the title. But yes, today's video topic is indeed Nitro Cold Brew. So if you recall, maybe 2 months ago, perhaps, I made a Barista Basics video about the difference between iced coffee and cold brew. So to just provide a quick little recap for those of us who missed that video, cold brew is very similar to iced coffee, but instead of it being subjected to any sort of heat during its steeping process, it doesn't come in contact with heat at all. It is steeped in cold water anywhere from 12 to 24 hours, and then is typically diluted with water when it is served because it is much more concentrated in terms of flavor, caffeine content, and overall just strength. It's a pretty gnarly thing to have on its own, so diluting it with water is most times necessary. So that was a quick little recap on what cold brew is. Now, what differentiates it from Nitro Cold Brew is the real question. And so the key lies in, well, nitro, which refers to nitrogen gas. And so for Nitro Cold Brew, it is the same liquid, cold brew, except it is served through a tap specifically because that is how nitrogen gas is able to infuse with the cold brew liquid. And so that's why if you have ever had Nitro Cold Brew or any sort of, I guess, drink involving nitrogen gas, it needs to come from a tap. And this can be seen, I guess, a more familiar example perhaps would be Guinness. Guinness is a type of beer that when it is poured from a draft, it is infused with nitrogen gas. And so if you've ever seen a Guinness be poured, you notice that Guinness settles. It appears that there is something settling. And this is in fact the micro bubbles of nitrogen gas popping and the air escaping, and the sediment, whatever is left, is settling. So the same principle applies for our Nitro cold brew. So that was a comparison to help familiarize yourself with the idea of how a Nitro cold brew settles. Now, another important question is, what exactly does infusing nitrogen gas into cold brew do to it, and why do it? What difference does it make? Well, Nitro cold brew, at least in my opinion, is better than regular cold brew for two reasons. The first being that the nitrogen gas makes the cold brew much more smooth. It makes it smoother, creamier almost. The way it feels in your mouth is creamy. There's no other way to describe it, really. Creamy and smooth. It just feels more pleasant in your mouth. Now, the other main difference is that it also makes the cold brew slightly sweeter. Now, why exactly that occurs, I am not entirely sure, but I do know from personal experience trying it that it does, at least, maybe it's placebo, I don't know, but to me it seems a little sweeter. So those are the main reasons why I prefer Nitro cold brew over regular cold brew if I have to choose between the two, and those are also the characteristics that distinguish it from regular cold brew. So that is it for today's video. Like I said, the subject matter was pretty brief. This video is still 6.5 minutes long, but there was a lot of exposition here. Anyways, that was it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope that this new format was a little more interesting for you. You know, if you at least can't go outside, or, you know, if you've been cooped up inside, or if you're cooped up inside at the moment, seeing somebody else outside might be nice, I guess. It certainly is nice for me anyways to actually get some fresh air. So I figured I would try to share that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the format. If you didn't, if you hate it, please let me know. If you like it or don't mind it or you don't really care, that's totally fine. Any sort of feedback would be much appreciated. But besides that, I hope that you guys are staying safe in this very hectic and honestly scary time. We're all in this together. As long as, you know, we support each other, everything will turn out all right, right? We have to think that, or else we're gonna start to cry. So we're all in this together. Stay strong, stay healthy, and I hope that you guys are not only surviving, but thriving in our new conditions. So with all that said, I hope that, like I said, you guys are having a great day and making the most of all this, and I hope that I will see you guys next week for a new Barista Basics video, possibly in this format, depending on what the weather is like, and depending on what you guys think of it as well. Like I said, please let me know down below. This is really tacky, sorry. Please let me know, because I'm very curious, and I quite like doing it a little more informally when warranted. So that's it. I thank you guys so much for checking the video out, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.